The provision of an adequate and reliable water supply has been crucial to the growth, prosperity, and stability of Hong Kong. Hong Kong has limited natural water resources. The development of water supply systems has always required forward planning to meet the increasing demand. Pak Fu Lam Reservoir, the earliest large-scale waterworks installations in Hong Kong, was commissioned in 1863. Although part of it was declared a monument, it is still in use today. In 1888, after 6 years of construction, the initial stage of Tai Tam scheme was completed, providing Hong Kong with its first supply of treated water. A number of reservoirs were subsequently built in Kowloon and the New Territories. In 1930, the first submarine pipeline was constructed to deliver fresh water from Kowloon to Hong Kong Island. Due to the rapid growth in industry and population in Hong Kong, the demand for water continues to outstrip the territory's resources. Despite the adoption of seawater for toilet flushing, the fresh water supply could not fully satisfy the demand. Shortages caused by drought resulted in water rationing. In 1960, the Hong Kong government signed a water supply agreement with the Guangdong authorities. To expand the water storage capacity of Hong Kong, water engineers built a dam across the Inlet and Plover Cove to form a large reservoir by pumping out seawater and filling it with raw water. Such a dam had never been made anywhere in the world. The construction of the Plover Cove Reservoir was completed in 1968. In 1973, the height of the dam was further raised to increase the capacity to 230 million cubic meters, tripling Hong Kong's total storage capacity. In 1978, the second reservoir in the sea was constructed at Hai Island in a similar way, which increased its total storage capacity to 580 million cubic meters. Today, the water supply systems of Hong Kong have been well developed. The freshwater supply system consists of 2 reservoirs in the sea and 15 conventional reservoirs, which provide total storage capacity capable of meeting the water demand for about 6 months. 21 water treatment works, which generate a maximum daily treatment capacity of 5 million cubic meters, 153 pumping stations, 170 service reservoirs, and over 6,600 kilometers of water mains. The seawater flushing system consists of 50 service reservoirs, 31 pumping stations, and over 1,600 kilometers of water main.
The operation and maintenance of such large-scale fresh and saltwater supply systems relies on dedicated teamwork. At present, the WSD has over 4,000 staff members, which include more than 300 professionals and 1,900 technicians. The functions of the WSD can mainly be categorized into 5 areas: planning and management of water resources and supply systems, design and construction of waterworks projects, operation and maintenance of water supply systems, control of the quality of water supplied to customers, and provision of customer services and enforcement of the Waterworks Ordinance. About 30% of land in Hong Kong is designated as water gathering grounds, which provides 20 to 30% of our raw water needs. As expansion of this kind of resources is limited, most of our water has been imported from the Guangdong province. Currently, about 70 to 80% of Hong Kong's fresh water comes from the Guangdong province. The agreed annual supply quantity ensures adequate water supply to Hong Kong even under extreme drought conditions. Raw water is extracted from an intake point at Dongjiang, 83 kilometers north of Hong Kong. It is then piped and conveyed by a closed aqueduct of the Dongshan water supply system, direct into Shenzhen Reservoir and across the border to Muk Wu Pumping Station in Hong Kong. Dongjiang water received at Muk Wu Pumping Station is monitored round the clock to ensure that it complies with the water quality standards. Dongjiang water is pumped through Muk Wu and transported in 3 routes to the treatment works in the New Territories, including Sha Tin Water Treatment Works, which is the largest one with the capacity of handling 1/3 of water demand in Hong Kong each day. Surplus Dongjiang water will be pumped through water mains and tunnels to Plover Cove Reservoir for storage. Untreated raw water will go through a series of stringent purification and disinfection processes to become potable water. Each year, over 170,000 water samples are taken from different stages of the water supply system for various tests and analysis by the chemists. Using advanced technology, they ensure that the fresh water fully complies with the chemical and bacteriological guidelines recommended by the World Health Organization.
Apart from dedicated teamwork, the operation of such large-scale fresh and saltwater supply systems also requires advanced computer technology. Acquiring real-time data from the waterworks installations, the Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition System (SCADA) provides efficient and round-the-clock monitoring and control of the entire distribution network. Customer service is a priority for the WSD. Inquiries and complaints are usually concerned with billing or technical issues. They are handled by the 24-hour Customer Telephone Inquiry Center through the Customer Care and Billing System. If there is any fault with the water supply systems, the 24-hour standby emergency teams will take prompt actions to solve the problem efficiently. If a customer reports water supply faults such as water pressure or water quality problem, our staff shall go to the customer's premises to investigate the supply system or take water samples for examination. Water meters may also be tested on request. The WSD has made continuous effort to monitor water mains for the prevention of water leakage and main bursts. By using a combination of high-tech monitoring equipment and traditional leak detection techniques, problematic pipes are identified for repair works. The Customer Liaison Group of the WSD hosts a meeting every 4 months to provide the public with a chance to understand the water supply issues. The WSD will give responses and take follow-up actions as appropriate to address the views and concerns raised by the public. The Advisory Committee on the Quality of Water Supplies was formed in April 2000. Its members include academics, professionals, district councillors, green advocates, and government officials. The committee aims to enhance the transparency of the WSD and encourage public participation in the monitoring of water supply services in Hong Kong. In April 2012, its term of reference were extended to cover issues on water resources, and it was renamed the Advisory Committee on Water Resources and Quality of Water Supplies. The WSD also provides seawater for toilet flushing to over 80% of the population in Hong Kong. About 740,000 cubic meters of seawater is used every day for flushing, which saves about 20% of the precious freshwater consumption. Over 160 years, the public water supply system in Hong Kong has been successfully meeting the needs of Hong Kong for quality water service. WSD shall continue to monitor population growth and economic developments in order to establish a realistic water demand projection and to meet customers' expectations.
The WSD is now implementing the Total Water Management Strategy, which focuses on containing growth of water demand through conservation and strengthening water supply management at the same time. One of the measures is the replacement and rehabilitation of water mains program. About 3,000 kilometers of aged water mains are to be replaced or rehabilitated in 15 years to improve the distribution network and to reduce water leakage. The work commenced in December 2000 and is scheduled for completion in 2015. Another effective way of reducing water leakage is to lower the water pressure through the implementation of pressure management and district metering schemes. Pressure-reducing valves are installed at appropriate locations to maintain the water pressure at a suitable level. District metering can help identify locations of water leakage for repair. Furthermore, Sha Tin Water Treatment Works, the largest water treatment works in terms of daily capacity, has become costly to maintain after years of operation because of aging problems. As a result, the WSD plans for an in-situ reprovisioning of the plant. To reduce the risk of the supply of treated water being affected by the reprovisioning works, Tai Po Water Treatment Works is being upgraded to make up for the supply of Sha Tin Water Treatment Works. In recent years, the WSD has enhanced public education to promote water conservation. The water efficiency labeling scheme is developed to encourage consumers to choose water-efficient products such as showers, water taps, and washing machines. The government has taken the lead to install water-saving devices in works projects and buildings as far as practicable. In addition, the Water Resources Education Center has been established in the Mong Kok office at Sai Yi Street. There are models, video clips, exhibits, live demonstrations, and interactive games to introduce the water supply history of Hong Kong, water cycle, various water treatment methods, water usage in Hong Kong, and water-saving tips, which increase the knowledge of the public on the water resources of Hong Kong. guided tours are also provided. For water supply management, the WSD is studying the feasibility of developing seawater desalination as an alternative water source. A pilot scheme is also carried out to use reclaimed water for non-potable purposes, such as toilet flushing and landscape irrigation. We also seek to use the residual water pressure as renewable energy. The WSD worked with the Hong Kong Polytechnic University in developing an inline hydroelectric generating system for use in confined conditions, and the system was recently awarded a patent by the Intellectual Property Department. The inline hydropower generator of the system transforms residual water pressure into electric power for online monitoring instruments and wireless data transmitters. It is suitable for flow meters installed at remote locations or under busy streets. Besides, we are installing 2 sets of 180 kW turbine generators at Tuen Mun Water Treatment Works for transforming excessive potential energy of Tai Lam Chung Reservoir into electric energy, which greatly reduces carbon emissions. To develop emission reduction technology, we have also conducted trials on a number of advanced renewable energy devices at waterworks installations, including sun tracking, photovoltaic panels, and vertical axis wind turbine.
The WSD established clear visions and missions in 1998 to encourage and support its staff to try their best to provide high-quality services to our customers. The water supply services in Hong Kong have a very long history. The current water supply and treatment systems are the product of work undertaken by the dedicated waterworks staff over 160 years. The ongoing missions of the WSD are to continue this proud tradition of serving the community, maintain a customer-oriented approach in its services, remain conscious of its responsibilities towards the environment, as well as stay united and exhaust every effort to meet the water demand by making the best use of resources and technologies to provide the public with a reliable and adequate supply of wholesome portable water in the most cost-effective way.